Well, you ready?
Yep.
Here goes nothing.
Okay. Alright, this is episode 2. I've written down a few new things that came across my mind since the last podcast episode.
Some topics. Yeah. And
The first topic that I want to talk about is the perception that people have on me. So, I told you about this like right after it happened. After the first episode,
Yeah.
I sent it to Eden. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Sent it to Eden. This probably it's just awkward, and she watched it. She said she enjoyed it. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm in it. She sent it to her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm a nice person. No, I'm fine, but like, the perception I give off to parents is like, I think I'm like a square. Like, I think
Well, that's because you don't talk to parents.
Well, that's the problem. I'm so awkward.
I'll tell you this right now. When you talk to parents, they try to start a conversation. You go yes, and you turn to the side. You say yes and turn to the side.
I feel
you say
bad.
one word thing and you turn to the side, and then that's the end. And they're just trying to have a conversation with you, trying to learn who you are, and you don't allow it.
I know. Well, I want to allow it, but sometimes questions are just like, yeah, I did it then. Yeah, I played basketball. Like, so anyway, she sent it to her mom, and her mom was like, "Oh my gosh." She didn't believe that I could talk this much. She was shocked that I spoke.
I'm glad somebody else can see
It's not like
because
I didn't get offended, but I felt a little bit embarrassed because we've been dating for 8 months. and I still feel like, for some reason, like I feel like I need to put my best foot forward. Like I have to be. It's not like I'm pretending to be someone else. I'm actually like respectful and stuff, but like I am a little bit more quiet when it comes to when I get uncomfortable, and a lot of the times when it's just I'm just in their house or whatever, or any parents in general.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be over the top, nice, and just respectful, and that doesn't make good conversation because I just come off as like a good boy. That sounded weird.
I'll say this though, my family's been talking recently
About
you.
me?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And how this past year you've talked to them the most they have ever heard you talk, and that they like. I finally had a conversation with him. My mom's like, I remember when he would just come over and he would just sit there in silence and he wouldn't even touch the food. He'd be too nervous to eat at the house. It's like now he just makes his way. He makes himself at home. And
the food.
It only took you like 15 years.
Well, first off, your dad doesn't talk to me until now. I know, but then he figured out where I went to school and he's on the board, and then I don't know. I think I'm good at finding out what people. Well, I say I'm good. Some parents I have nothing to talk to them about. You mentioned the food thing. I am afraid to eat other people's food when their parents are there. The reason is because
If it sucks.
I have unless it sucks, right? I grew up with a lack of treats. There was not a lot of like we didn't have, like at the school lunch, we didn't have the Lunchables.
Yeah.
No one wanted to trade with like a ham sandwich. Like we only got Lunchables when we went on a field trip. And that was like a special event. We're not poor or anything, but it's just like
I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, I remember
So my family's just really fat.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I have a horrible, and you could attest to this. I'll just eat and drink anything and will not
Well, that's your
stop
whole family.
because I'm not used to it. So
I'm used to running out.
I have an example of this, of when that fear started of like, oh, are these parents watching what I eat and like are they upset like, oh, Cameron's eating all their damn food,
taking a list and be like, you owe us this amount of money.
Yeah, so
here's your receipt.
My neighbors, they moved, but one of my neighbors, we would walk to their house,
mm-hmm.
and they had a terrible diet, and they had a great pantry, and I just took the liberties because at the time I was like an overconfident, like middle schooler, and I would just walk into their pantry. They had these amazing honey buns. I would go through 4 or 5. And then I got through so many. Like, we'd go through like, I would just eat all their food.
Well, that's your family with ice cream, bro, and popsicles?
Yeah, so the kid, my friend, said, like, hey, you need to stop eating our food. My mom and dad paid for those, and, you know, you don't live here. and so now I never forgot that. And it didn't change me. It only it just made me more
aware.
No. It didn't change me at all. In fact, I just wait till the parents are gone. That's why I kind of ask, like, who's there?
Stealing.
It's like, what can I get away with here? So
this podcast is just turning into Cameron therapy.
Yeah. So yeah, that was an example of where I really. So now when I'm like at Eden's house or your house, I also don't believe like you shouldn't touch the fridge at another person's house. And I just did it at your house today, but we're at the comfortability where I can do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'll say this: you know who had the worst pantry ever?
Taylor.
Dude, that's all. Every time, once you said a good pantry, somehow it just clicked to like who had the worst pantry. Dude, it was a GNC. And you're a little kid. You're like, where are these protein bars?
It was worse than that. You know? It was like off-brand Whole Foods.
Yeah, they have all that. Every time I went there, I got Hunt's Brothers Pizza. I was like, do you think that's all I eat? I mean, it is. Yeah. But like, as a little kid, but like, you know, and every morning was scrambled eggs with a piece of toast with cheese melted on it. Very consistent. I don't know if they have that every night or what.
I don't know. I don't know. But I tell you what, top 3 houses I would not want to spend the night at growing up because it's so damn boring.
I will say this, though. He had a comfortable bed. And he's got like 20 fans. And you would think it would keep you up because they're all like...
He was my best friend growing up, right? Me, you, and Trey, and you, and Taylor. I spent the night at Taylor's house once. And it sucked. It was awful.
We always had a good time. I don't know. I'm great company.
Also, okay, another thing. If you have pets, and this is we're shitting on Taylor, he's not even here to defend himself. Get the fuck away from me. Like, get the fuck away from me. Train your pets, people. When you walk into the house, have your pets trained. I don't want... He had I think it was a dog or a cat. It was a dog, obviously. They didn't...
Taylor?
They didn't declaw it.
It's Biscuit.
Biscuit. The dog Biscuit.
Declawed dogs.
Or whatever. Cut the fingernails.
That has scar.
Just tore me up. Yeah, it was eating me. It was like,
my freaking knee.
That's all I remember. I couldn't catch a break.
Bro.
I couldn't catch a break. Also, Hayden's dog, bananas, walking all over the place on the couch.
I got a good story for you.
Fucking biting people. Like,
I'm at Taylor's house. You know how they never have the lights on. They got 8 cats, but you only see 2 of them. But they always claim to have more cats. You can't wear your shoes inside because they're Japanese. So I'm walking inside because I'm going to get something. I step and throw up.
Oh my gosh.
In my sock. I look over and it's just their cat Timmy just looking at me.
Oh,
and I was like I did something wrong.
Here's
I was like, this is so gross. Because you know what? A wet sock's bad. But throw up on your sock?
Here's
awful.
That is awful. What's even more... The worst part about this isn't that the cat threw up. It's the fact that you have to take your shoes off in the house. Under no circumstances should another person be required to take their shoes off. like a guest.
It's
like
understandable.
No, it's not.
In the sense that
no, it's not. It is not, because you're like a grown adult should not take their shoes off.
Well, they only did to kids because kids always have dirty shoes, so it makes sense in that aspect. I mean, we'd always be playing out in the grass. I mean, it makes some aspect like I don't know.
Taylor's basically, I mean, he was the only child basically. His sister was way older. Like you got time to clean it up. And there's vomit on the floor from a cat.
I enjoyed my time.
But anyway, this also back to the mom thing. Like, she's probably gonna listen to this. But do I have to watch my language? Because I don't want to give off the.
Didn't seem to bother her.
No, it didn't. But it's like I don't because like I gave off this impression like. And I am respectful to people, but I'm saying I'm a loose cannon with the mouth. They don't know that. They don't know that.
You are. That's why I was like, Mom, you're not listening to this. I was like,
yeah,
you're gonna hear a whole new side of the camera. First of all, you're gonna hear him.
Yes. So they strike me as people who wouldn't mind. I mean, obviously, I'm not like cursing at people.
Yeah.
Well, usually, unless it's a competitive thing.
I think the way you use it is in comedy.
So it's fine. It's not like I'm direct. It's not. This is not how I behave. Well, yeah, it's not how I behave.
In church.
No. But yeah. Also, well, okay. Anyway.
Is that the end of that topic?
Yeah, I'm still a little bit pissed off about taking shoes off in the house. But definitely the food thing. It scarred me a little bit. So that's why I don't want to be over presumptuous. Like, oh, I'm gonna just come in their house and just eat and drink all their food, because I will literally do that if no one tells me any different, and then I feel embarrassed whenever they're like, "Look at what the hell he did."
I'll tell you this: something more embarrassing than that. This is just breaking something at somebody else's house.
Yes.
It is so uncomfortable. And I tend to do it. I did it at your mom's house. Or your just parents' house. I don't know.
That's a good
mom's
house.
house. But I broke a bowl. I know she was joking. She said, "That's my favorite bowl, Peter." There could have been some truth behind that. And I felt like very attacked by it. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to clean up.
The same thing, but a lesser degree, less embarrassing. I guess it goes back to the family, like, go over to Eden's house for dinner. Her mom got us pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice house. And they got, like everything's really decorated and, like, nice.
They take their shoes off. Seems like it.
Well, yeah, but first off, the floor is immaculate.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I would eat off that floor.
Yeah. It's a nice house.
I would possibly drink off that floor.
It almost looks like just like a show house.
Yeah, are those stock stuff? No, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's very...
It's great.
An interior designer probably was in that house setting things up.
Everything's got a perfect spot.
Or that family has good taste in like how to...
Everything's just placed so perfectly.
And also it's like my house or your house, I guess. We couldn't have that because we have too many damn kids.
Yeah.
So before I even sat down, I reached, and I'm a good athlete, not a great athlete, and I'm very coordinated with my hands because I played basketball. I just knocked the shit out of this glass cup, spilled water all over, got on this like nice like couch bench where we're sitting, and it was like drenched.
Dude.
And I kept, and I had nothing. I was like, all I could say was sorry, like.
I'll say that. Okay. So it's one thing to break something at a friend's house, another for significant others. Because it's just like, you're really trying to impress the parents, and it's just, oof. Like, they're going to remember that one for a while.
Another thing, and I probably, oh my gosh, I feel like she's going to listen to this, and I hope she doesn't get embarrassed or whatever, but it is something I think about, and I've mentioned it to Eden a bunch of times. Like, every time I'm at the house, I give off the impression that I'm some like. Now, of course, I always want it, but like, they always assume I just want to drink a Coke. Like,
I mean, it was there.
Like my diet is so bad. They're healthy.
Yeah.
So they're catering to me, which is super nice.
That's what I felt like at Taylor's house.
But I also feel embarrassed about my own like self-image. It's like, oh, they think like, oh,
this is all I do.
Now, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna drink the Coke. That's what I wanted. Too. That's what I wanted.
No, it would be.
But
Dr.
it's
Pepper.
the fact that they know my diet and like what I drink and eat is so shitty. That's my like. That's what the go-to whenever I'm there.
I'll say this: they're lucky they have that Dr. Pepper Zero or whatever. Because if it was just regular Dr. Pepper, you would clear it.
Yeah, if it was regular Dr. Pepper, they don't even drink it. I've gone through. I think every Coke and Sprite there has all been me. I don't think they use that. They just drink water, which is foreign to me because I am constantly dehydrated.
Dude, I'm always dehydrated at your house. At your house, like as a kid, headache every time.
Yeah.
I was so dehydrated. I don't know what the water at your house just. It doesn't hydrate you.
No.
I don't know what it is. It tastes normal. I don't know. But Dr. Pepper's good though.
Anyway, but yeah, is there any other examples of you breaking things?
I feel like there is.
I just
buried it down. I feel like so.
I have to. I think it's been
embarrassment.
I think it has been so mortifying and embarrassing that.
I'll say this one. This one was at family members, and we do a beach trip basically with my family and my mom's side, the cousin stuff, basically every year. And my cousin's little room condo thingy, whatever that they rent out, is like the main one where we all go eat and stuff. So I'm getting breakfast one morning. I grab the milk from where the milk is being held in the fridge. I pour it. I go put it exactly back where it was. Falls. Bust milk. It was full. It was all the way full, like a gallon of milk.
That's awful.
Everywhere. And my aunt just turns around and she sees me. I'm like, well, now I just look like the biggest idiot and stuff. And I feel like everybody hates me now. I'm like, I put it exactly where it was. It's just, you feel the disappointment. And that's what the real killer is. You just feel the eyes just hitting you with the disappointment. You're like, I didn't do anything wrong. I put it right back.
Yeah. I wish I could. I can't think of it. I know it's happened where I've just like broken things before at people's houses, and I just can't remember.
I don't think I ever broke something and hid it though at another person's house. I've probably only done that at my house. And then somebody else breaking. I'm like, what'd you do?
So my uncle, before he got married, he was living off of by LSU or whatever, and he was gone. I had to go pick. We were gonna play pickup basketball, and it was so inconvenient because we were playing like an hour away, and he was like, "Hey, can you go get my shoes from the condo?" And I went with Will, and we opened the door. In the inside door, like on the inside, the door handle fell off, and we just didn't do it. We didn't fix it,
dude. I went to go open the back door of my house. The door handle just came off.
Yeah.
It just came. I was like, what?
I get so I just leave it.
We have sucky door handles.
What do I say? Like, hey, I broke your door.
Okay, I do have this one. This is a bad one. A toilet overflowing.
That's never happened to me. That's my fear. That's a fear.
But it's not
first off,
it wasn't me.
I only piss at people's houses.
That's all I did. It was at Trey's grandparents' house in New Orleans.
All you did was urinate?
I peed.
Oh, that's fine.
I flushed. The water started coming.
That's fine.
And I was like, oh, it's probably gonna stop and go down. So I wash my hands. I leave. The door's open. I'm in his game room. We're playing video games. I just see the grandpa walk by and just like give a face of like, oh, and stuff, because water's coming out of the bathroom. And he saw me leave the bathroom, so he knew it was me. And it just made me look like an awful person. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the worst things that can happen to someone.
Because it's very slow. It's very slow. Especially because I did.
Just, well, I'm just
it was
talking
just
about
pee. So
yeah.
for the outside view, it just looks like, dude, this guy, he gave that toilet some work. But no.
Yeah.
It was just plumbing.
It's super embarrassing.
It's awkward.
Right. Here's another thing.
Still have to spend the rest of the day there.
Yeah. I had an experience pretty recently where, well, two things come from this one story. One is running into people from high school that you haven't seen since high school.
Yeah.
I ran into this girl from high school, and she was in my French class. She was a couple years older than me.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, she's Russian.
Ah.
And I saw her.
Like from Russia?
I don't know. Yeah. She has like an accent. I think they moved whenever. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she was like a couple years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw her at Target the other. And it's just so awkward because it was just such an because it's not like we were best friend. We weren't friends. We were friendly. Like we were just friendly. And I was like, oh, how's it going? And then she's like, oh, you grew up. And I'm like, yeah,
You grew into a fine, handsome boy.
I'd like to think so, yeah. But now that I think about it, that wasn't the most awkward part.
It's seeing them again.
No. Well, yes, seeing them again in the same store.
That's the worst thing about a store. Especially because you always run into the person you know right when you enter the store.
But
now you gotta act like you don't see each other
But here's what stuck with me. Here's what stuck with me. And I did it better at it this time than when I was with you. When I get uncomfortable, the body language is atrocious.
Oh, it is.
Crossing my arms like this. Well, you can't see, but crossing my arms.
Yeah.
When I talk, I did better. Good God, I gotta make eye contact.
Your eyes drip.
I got so uncomfortable.
They hit everywhere except the face.
She would ask me a question, and then I made a conscious effort to look her in the eyes. But then I caught myself sometimes looking off, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Who am I talking to?"
You like to side talk people.
Fuck.
You like to shoulder to shoulder, y'all looking out towards something, and just every now and then turn your face towards them, say a few words, and then get back to what you were saying.
I don't. I do have a thing.
Position.
It's like a developed behavior where I guess I was self-conscious about something. I don't like people looking at me head on. Mm-hmm. So
it's intimidation.
Yeah. But that was uncomfortable, especially seeing them again.
I run into a good amount of people that I know. The second thing is they're all underclassmen. So I don't really know their names. I just suck at knowing people's names in general.
What sucked is that. Well, I'm going to cut you off, and I'm sorry.
You always do?
First off, yeah, because I always do, but it's also for the comedy bit. I don't know if it's funny or not. She didn't remember my name, but I know exactly who she was because
French class.
Well, French class, and it's the.
Well, she has a unique voice.
Well, no, she was attractive. She was I had a crush on her. Not anymore, obviously, but
What's her name?
I'll tell you later. But so it was I don't know. It was a little bit weird. But go on. I just had to get that out there.
Yeah, so I'll run to people who are underclassmen and stuff, and never know their names and stuff. And we always make contact, eye contact and stuff, and we both know we know each other, but we never say hi. I did that a lot when I was working at the restaurant. They had a whole group of underclassmen come, and they all stared at me, and I kind of avoided it because I didn't really want to get in conversation, especially because I didn't know their names.
Sometimes,
and they would just laugh. They would just giggle. And I was like, "What?"
Sometimes I avoid people even in my own grade that I know. I remember I was walking behind someone that I went to. I was like, "Oh, he was a good friend of mine."
Yeah.
And then I just immediately I was like, it's kind of shitty. I was like, oh, like, I don't see us being friends anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's like after like, I don't.
It was a
envision,
temporary friendship.
Yeah, I don't envision us.
Yeah. Prolonging.
So I just like turned around and like I didn't say hey. He didn't. Yeah. He had no idea.
It's weird how you get those relationships with people where you're always saying like, oh hi, how are you doing, like stuff, and then after a while you just slowly drift off into where it's just like a little head nod, maybe a little wave.
That is true.
And then you act like you never met each other.
Yeah.
It happens a lot too. Like if you like, say like people that you were attracted to and you go out with for like one date or something, but then you're just like, oh, let's just be friends,
Good Lord, that would be.
And then
awkward.
you just gotta hit it up with the, oh hey, how you doing, every now and then when you see them, until you just act like y'all have never met. It's weird.
Jeez,
I mean,
that's happened to you.
Yeah. Dude, I'm great at it. Like I say, I'm the master of the friend zone. I can play it off. I can play it off well. I'm so good at it.
You would be you should just only audition for friendship roles. I think it would be a monopoly. I think I'd
be typecast as that forever.
Yeah, but who cares?
I don't know, as long as I make money.
Yeah. That's never happened to me because I was always too scared to talk to people.
Oh, I am too. But I don't know, sometimes if I'm not attracted to you at first, it's easy for me to start the conversation now, and then after
it's because there's no stakes. My God, yeah. If you're not attracted
I'm like,
to someone,
well, now I've talked to you a lot, so like, might as well go forward with this. I don't feel awkward talking to them because I've already talked to them a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like
practice.
very rarely does it happen where you develop attraction.
It is when you drop your standards.
Jeez. No.
Can't say I've had that experience. Huh?
No, I've been friend zoned twice.
Or
I don't know, twice.
Those are rookie numbers.
Once. Talk to me when it's in the dozens.
Yeah.
One time I was in class.
I've lost count.
One time, this is completely off topic, but one time I was in class and like, my friend was very afraid of talking to girls and like had like.
Talking about me? No,
someone else. And like didn't know what to talk about and felt like he needed to be like he needed to say like something really cool to like impress. And then one time I just like went off on a rant for like 10 minutes about like Marvel.
Yeah.
And the girl was like actually listening. Like I'm not saying she was attracted to me, but like afterwards she's like, how did you do that? And I was like, I don't know.
I will say, people enjoy when I rant. I don't really rant too often.
But
I actually enjoy it too. I'm like, I wish I could record that and just send out like rant videos because I love it. I just do it very rarely.
I think there's like a misconception that like you can't be like a nerd, whatever that means. I don't know, like
a goober.
Like I mean, it's
a dork.
I mean, it's just like a cool thing, I don't know.
Well, I think we now live in a time where you can be athletic and stuff and all that and still be the nerd.
Well, I was not a quote-unquote
like
jock.
Yeah.
I don't think we have those anymore.
Yeah. They kind of
also, okay, since we're on this high school rant, don't get a Letterman jacket. Don't do it.
I got two.
I lettered as an 8th grader in basketball, and I did not order a jacket. I do not have a jacket.
Yeah.
I see no value in that.
I got a thespian pin.
Also, the ring ceremony. I did not get a ring.
You do a ring? I think the ring's cool.
No,
I wear my ring.
You know how I saw it? I'm like, why would I ask my parents to spend money on a stupid ring I'm never gonna wear?
Well, I wear it occasionally. Like if it's like a nice night, like I'm going out nice, I'm like, oh, I'll wear it.
Only the wedding ring.
I did it for the Elvis costume. I used it.
Well, that's different for a costume.
It came in handy.
But I know, but you don't want to. You don't want to wear your high school ring out in public for no reason. You
Some
would get
people are
laughed
proud,
at.
man. Some people are proud.
No, absolutely not.
I only wear it like if it's a.
I can't do it, and it's part of my personality. And maybe it sucks because it's like I'm shitting on everybody's like. Everybody loves the high school stuff.
Apparently, not everybody.
Not me, because what? Because
Well,
you know
hate-
me.
you
You
hate-
know me. Whenever people flock, a general population of a lot of people, when they flock to one idea that I find non-essential, I like to go the other route.
Yeah. Well, you also don't like school spirit.
No, I cannot stand any type of spirit at all. Like anything that has to do with like chants and like rhyming chants. Like
the football chants,
yeah,
with a T.
Yeah, with a T.
I thought you were talking about like basketball.
Like chanting.
Chants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like sitting in the student section.
I enjoy it.
Because I just never got into it. I would just like,
as long as I'm with my friends, I'm cool wherever I sit.
It's just not my. You know what it is? It's just not my personality. I'm not the type of.
Oh no.
Like
you're a recluse.
Like I'm not a recluse. I'm just quiet and I like to observe. And
recluse.
Yeah, also known as reclusive. Like at the Pelicans game, I like people fucking stand up and it's like just sit down and watch the game. You know? I don't even clap. I just like turn to my dad. I was like, "Wow, that's a good play." And he's like, "Yeah." He does the same thing. He just sits. What am I doing?
You are your dad.
Yeah, like wear the jersey. You know, like I only wear a jersey if
as a joke
I'm playing in a game. I'm not gonna like. I don't know. It's just weird. So school spirit was not my thing. No.
Yeah.
Because it's just like
I did it because it was just fun. As a joke, like to just overreact. Like we had the spirit stick type thing that you get for whoever class got the most money or whatever. One year my class did it, and I grabbed this stick and I was like, yeah, and I was just chanting. But I don't know, it's just fun to make it over the top sometimes.
Yeah, it's just
Something
I think
pointless.
it just has to do with my, personality.
Yeah.
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 Fuck those people. No, I'm joking. They bully me. No.
So, we would have never seen you as class president, huh?
No, but our senior year, we had a guy do it as a joke, and that's when I actually supported him and I voted for him, because he was just some guy.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's just about voting, right? So it's like some idiot, like he's like, oh, they're like, we don't have your form. Yeah. And like, oh, I turned it in. Like, I don't know where it is. Someone lost it. And then, like, I guess he was falsely elected. But, like, everybody was like, oh, this is funny. He's showing how, like, easy it is to be a class president and, like, the pointlessness. Is that a word? Yes. Yeah. Like, what do they do?
I'll say this. That reminded me.
I had friends who were
of the
prefects.
joke everybody did. So, we had a chess club. And they're trying to get people to come in. As a joke, everyone in the high school signed up. Nobody went to the meeting. And it ended that year. Like, it was a thing that was ongoing for years prior. And the fact that everybody joined and then backed out all at once.
Yeah.
Before at the first meeting, it just dissipated and just no longer existed. It's funny how we can bring people together like that.
Senior prank. I didn't do it.
Oh, ours was stupid.
Yeah, we already talked. That's not interesting.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you go to a small school, graduating class of 40 people for me.
40?
Oh, probably 45. Maybe probably.
That's not that much bigger than Dunham.
I don't know. That's weird.
That is weird.
Anyway. Anywho. Yeah.
Do we just cut it off now?
No. I guess.
No, we got more.
We have
talk about the other vomit.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm at the doctor's. I go to the bathroom.
We don't have to get into why you were there, unless you want to.
I'm not getting into why I'm there. I walk to the bathroom.
It's good, though.
No, I'm not talking about it. I walk to the bathroom. I slip a little bit.
Oh my gosh! All right.
There's throw up on the ground. It was
Human?
Yeah. What else? What else?
I don't know.
I got 2 throw up stories in this
What the hell?
podcast. Okay, so anyways, I slip a little bit. I've been awful. It just landed on my butt and all this throw up. It was so much throw up. It was watery, at least. I feel like that's better. It's not going to stick to the shoe as much. But I was like, might as well go pee, because I'm going to have to step in it to get out anyways. So, go to the bathroom. The throw up went all the way to the sink, man. It was bad. It was bad. And I looked at the sink.
What color was it?
It was like red.
Red?
It was like blood or something. Like, it was gross.
Was it yours?
No, it wasn't. Anyways. So much corn. I don't understand. Corn. So much corn. Like, I'm not joking. I'm not trying to exaggerate or anything. This is real. Maybe 2 cops. Maybe 2 cops worth of corn. It was literally, I've never seen so much corn. It looked fake because how much corn was there. It was insane amount
Someone
of corn.
might have been in the hospital from an overdose of corn. Too much fucking corn.
Yeah, it was just, I was like, that's probably why you threw up. All that corn. It looked like they opened a can of just corn and just threw it.
It was like the first Thanksgiving.
And I go to like the doctor or whatever. And I say, hey, somebody threw up in the bathroom. And the girl, like, she just started her shift. Because I didn't see her there before.
You told them?
It wasn't me.
So this,
I didn't know somebody else was slipping it.
This is the difference between me and you. Goes back to, like, breaking things. I would not have said anything.
The sad thing was this girl was attractive, man. And like,
She probably thought somebody was you.
No, they didn't know. They knew it wasn't me. So, anyways,
I don't know.
Anyways, I go, hey. They go, yes. And I said, like kind of happy and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, I hate to tell you, but somebody threw up all in the bathroom. Like, all the way in. And she's like, oh. And she goes,
gosh.
Thanks for telling us. She walks out of the door. You see her come back in. Just like the most sickening face.
Life-changing.
The most sickening face she had.
You know what?
She was just shaking her like, oh my God. Like,
what if she came out?
She probably thought so much corn. I wish she said it. That would have been so funny. Like, she's like,
what the fuck is this?
Like, so much corn. I don't understand the question. It was an absurd amount of corn, bro. It was bad. It was bad.
Dude, the poor soul probably died.
And the worst part is the
that.
sink has like little drains that have the little dots, so it didn't even go down the drain. It's just in the sink, just corn. It just looked like someone poured them. It was bad. But yeah, there's my 2 stepping and throw up stories. I guess
is rough.
Oh my!
But at least he had shoes on for the second time.
Yeah, that was awful. This one was more watery. So
Dude,
gross.
don't do that.
It's
No,
like
don't do that.
somebody, whenever they hear it, they just have to throw up when they hear that noise. They think they're listening to this, and they just start throwing up listening to this podcast.
Yeah. Someone's probably throwing up. Frankly, talking about it kind of gets my.
It gets you sick?
Gag reflex going.
I'm cool with it. I don't know. I'm cool with talking about it. Doesn't really bother me too much. I guess just.
Here's one thing that I never understood. Well, there's 2 things. It's like whenever we had lunch and you would like eat, and then people are like, oh, I can't eat. How are you eating? We have PE after this. I have never in my life, and I've played many sports, and I've also not cared about what I'm putting in my body at all. Before or after, or just like in general.
Yeah.
I have never thrown up due to like fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people need to stop and like relax about that. And then the second one is whenever like people say stop, I'm eating, whenever people are like describing something gross. Like that that has no effect. Yeah, if someone like put like
If I
dog
saw
shit.
if I saw an image, maybe, but not like a story. If somebody's explaining a story of something gross,
it's not there. It's fake. It's just like maybe it didn't happen to you. You're not spelling anything.
I'll say this though, off the what matters to eat. Now it does matter what I eat before games, and like when I played basketball at Ronald's, we had a big thing of the rule was don't eat Subway because it makes you tired because all that bread before a game. Yeah. But anyways, one day we go eat Subway because we have a good bit of time before the game, and we had this guy named Griffin, and every time we went out to go eat, he'd be like, "Oh, hey, bring me something back. Here's some money or something." We'd always forget. So one time, we go out, we get Subway. He gave us money. He gave us like maybe $15, $20. We're about to leave, and we're like, "Oh shoot, we forgot to get Griffin food." And then this kid Douglas, he looks and he sees all the cookies, and he's like, "How funny would it be if we just bought all the cookies with his money?" And we did. We bring it back to him. He's like, "Where's my food?" We hand him all the cookies.
Like 25 cookies.
He goes, "What is this? Where's my money?" And stuff. We're like, "Dude, we bought all the cookies." And he goes, "I don't even like cookies." And he throws it and he walks away. And like all the freshmen got the cookie stuff. And his dad comes in right before the game. And he goes, "I heard there were cookies."
That's funny.
It was so good.
I know that sounds sarcastic, but that was funny.
It was pretty funny, man. It was just...
You bring up the pregame meals.
Oh.
And this is what really ticks me off about the disparity between, like, the support some sports get over others. When I played soccer, we went to the deepest we've ever gone in, like, soccer. Either ever or like in a very long time in the playoffs. You hear stories about the football team.
Yeah.
They have gotten like pregame steaks and like really solid expensive food.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I was at art school.
We got to wherever city we were in. The soccer team got Golden Corral.
At least you got the best buffet. Yeah.
It was pretty fucking good.
Oh my god!
It was.
Oh my god!
It was pretty good.
I don't know.
My soccer coach, who he struggles with, he's like a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
Got a salad. I started laughing, dude. He used to be a power lifter too. He was jacked.
Boy got the salad.
So he's just like this big guy with like a dainty salad in his hand.
3 leaves, just. I thought that was going to go a whole different way.
No,
I thought you were going to be like, we got freaking Golden Corral.
No, we got Golden Corral. I think that's bullshit. I think if you're gonna,
yeah, but
if you're gonna pick
favorites,
like
you really like it.
Well, I did really like it, but the quality of it was garbage. I mean, it's like compared to an awesome steak, I'd rather a steak.
You know what else you really like? You like Outback.
Outback is solid. Here's what I do like. Piccadilly.
I feel like an old man going to Piccadilly.
It's for those people. That's what it's for.
It's such a big place that's so empty. I don't know how they survive.
That's expensive.
It was. I got water and the same thing you ordered. $16. You got the same thing plus a fountain drink, $16.
Yeah.
Why am I paying more? I got water.
For the culture.
Dude, but like we're like such old. We went to Piccadilly and then went to play pickleball.
Let's get on pickleball.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You know, I just picked it up recently. Pickleball apparently is like the number one, in terms of statistics, the number one like growing sport. I don't know if it's like year to year. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's ever.
Had a big boom this year.
It's had a giant boom in terms of, current players. I guess I don't know how they gauge that. Based on like courts opening up or like
social media posts.
Okay, but no. But they're like it went from whatever million to this number.
Yeah,
I don't know how to gauge that. It's not, if you're an athlete, it's an easy game to pick up. Mm-hmm. And
it's fun.
It is fun, the way we play it. But let me tell you, I've been watching these so-called pros. It is the. I have a word that I want to say, but it's like they're playing like a bunch of. It's just soft. Mm-hmm. They keep dinking it. Dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink. My preferred style of play is
hit as hard as you can.
If they have the audacity to step up to the fucking net and dink it at me, I'm gonna hit it as hard as I can at them.
Dude, that's how you and your dad play. Y'all just
that's how we play.
Y'all just aim at bodies.
You're just not gonna.
Y'all do body shots.
You're
because you can't block.
Rarely gonna stop a spike. If someone spikes it at you, you're gonna flinch because you don't want to get hit by that wiffle ball. That would kill you.
I don't think
it wouldn't kill you, but I've been hit with that. It hurts.
Yeah.
And then B, sometimes I have no intention of even keeping it in bounds. I just aim for a body.
I know. I played you.
I know. So to all these so-called pros, I hope that that's not the actual how the game is played, because that is stupid.
What I'm really worried about...
And hear me out. Anybody can do what they just did. Based off of the small film I've seen.
That's probably why it's fastly growing. Because anybody can play it.
Yes.
But what I say is, you're watching pickleball with your free time? That's what you're doing with your free time? You're watching pickleball. One of probably the most boring sports to just watch.
No.
That's not
okay,
live.
well, the most boring.
If you're there, it's funny because you get to hit say some jokes to your friends and stuff. But like watching pro, I could never.
The most boring sport. Golf. Yes, I don't even classify as a sport. It's a game. It requires
walking.
Literally nothing. I like to. My definition of sports is something that requires legit athleticism, like running, jumping, and like agility type stuff. Basketball, football, soccer, and ping pong. No. But baseball, certain positions.
It requires some athleticism.
It requires some, but pitching, you could be
a lot of it's hand-eye
300 pounds.
A lot of it's just hand-eye
You could be a 300-pound pitcher.
Yeah. But you're forgetting one very athletic sport, and that's the sport of bowling. I've never seen a sport where you can eat while playing.
They encourage you to eat while playing.
Let me tell you, bowling alley fries, somehow some of the best fries ever. It's stupid.
What's underrated is those type of arcade places, pizza.
Oh my gosh, they always have this Detroit style.
First off, like
pretty good.
Domino's, I don't like Domino's.
Dry.
It is dry, and they put some weird shit on the crust where it's
it's
like
garlic
stuff.
Yeah, it's too much. I can't do it.
Papa John's is good.
Papa John's has a little sweetness.
But like those types of
pizza
pizza chains are like the fast food industry. It's like I equate that to like the McDonald's and the Popeyes and stuff. And then you get like the sit down places are a little bit higher tier. I don't think I've ever had like
fancy pizza.
A good pizza. Like I've had good pizza,
I've had some
but
fancy pizzas.
But like it's a tier above fast food, but it's like there's probably something else out there.
I'll tell you right now. What's good? Some deep dish. Now I can't have deep dish all the time.
Takes too long. I'm not waiting 4 hours.
It's not. It's 40 minutes.
That's
it is a lot of time, but like, if you see that bad boy, bro, it is thick.
Is that even pizza at this?
It's a pie. It's a pie at that point. But
I think it's
so.
I think it's.
So
by the way,
good.
I don't have diabetes.
You got checked.
Yeah.
So random.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I was about to say it is diabetes when you look at a deep dish pizza.
Dude, it's good.
Yeah.
Like
I've never had it.
Chicago,
I've never had it.
Oh my gosh.
I never had it.
Like I can't eat it all the time because I also relate it to fancy pizza. Sometimes I just want some just like greasy, just fast food pizza like Papa John's. So I can't always eat fancy pizza.
Yeah. I feel like I'm missing out on something because the pizza that I've eaten has not been. I mean, it's been good. It just I feel like there's a notch above that, so I don't know. But this is a complete 180, and this is the picture we're going to talk about. I just want to name. We'll go to like descending order. So like we'll do top 3, and start at 3. Descending. Okay. So descending means 3, then to 2, then to 1. Okay. I was just talking to our listeners.
Yeah. I was like all 4.
All 2 subscribers.
Hey, I'm one of them.
Yes, and you were one of them. I want to go my third, and you're going to go your third. And then we'll keep going.
So, like, third best.
Third best.
Okay.
Yes.
That's not the way you described it.
My third best.
Okay.
Yeah, it's third.
Okay, just go.
And then descend. God. The setup is going to take longer than the story. Fuck. And you're going to hate me for this. That bite, that root beer. That's 3 for me.
That's number 3.
Barks root beer is 3 for me.
Oof. I don't know. Barks is pretty good. But I will say this. Barks is a little... Sometimes you're not always in a root beer mood. And root beer always just bloats you.
Yes.
So, like, just one tap of the lip. It's just instant bloatation. If that's a word.
Yes. Bloatation. Yeah.
A bloatation device.
Yeah. Yes. That's pretty... Yeah.
But it's good, especially with pizza. Barks and pizza go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Which kind of go with the last subject. So I went through 360 did. At 360
Yeah, you just did an awesome connection. That's called a callback for those of you in the well, I don't know what I'm talking about.
You sounded so confident.
Well, it is called a callback. I guess like movie. I don't know.
You might be right. I might. I don't know.
I know what my 2 is.
See, mine is very controversial. Because I might put Pepsi ahead of Coke.
Oh.
So I might go with my number 3 as Pepsi.
The way I see the Pepsi and Coke products is Marvel and DC. Marvel is the mainstream, which is Coke products.
Yeah.
DC is like, oh shit, this is good. But like you don't know it. You don't know it.
Well, that's the thing about
but
Pepsi.
It's underrated. Pepsi is good, but I just don't ever drink it because I never fucking see it. Where did you get it?
They got the coolest bottles, bro. I got some bottles in my room. Cause like, look at that swerve,
dude. You could easily put if you were out to sea and you found a bottle like that with a note.
They're beautiful bottles.
They are pristine.
Like, and then,
but it's not the classic look, though.
Coke,
look at the class.
Coke is classic. It's
like Mr.
Classic,
Peanut.
but like, come on. Pepsi's got that cool twist to it. It looks Back to the Future-esque, like just futuristic.
Right, I don't know what you're talking about, but here's my number 2. And this is not a shocker.
Mm-hmm.
It is Coke. But here's what so Coke generally is 2. Mm-hmm. I like original Coke. I don't believe in like the flavors.
Oh, I hate flavored drinks.
Okay, so
the original?
So here's what I'm gonna say. Vanilla Coke, to me, I think it's really good.
I would never try.
I would say original's the best, and that's my number 2.
It just make me.
But it's gonna count. Yeah, it does. But in terms of flavors, I give you 3. You can't go to like lemon lime Coke. So it goes original, then vanilla, then cherry. You gotta stop after that.
Yeah, they got that orange Coke or whatever.
After that,
they got the coffee
it's like,
Coke.
Who the hell is drinking this? And they should be annihilated.
No, I'll say this: Coke Life. They stopped making it, but it was like
what's that?
It was like Coke with like actual sugar, like not like fake sugar.
Oh.
So it's kind of like Mexican Coke, I guess.
I've never had that.
Which is actual sugar cane. It was good. They discontinued it. I loved it. It came in the green can. But that one was a good one.
I've never had that. But I'm assuming our ones are going to be the same.
It's turning out like that.
You're starting to get a taste for it.
I've always enjoyed it. But let me say my number 2.
You just said yours, Pepsi.
That was my number 3.
No, you said root beer.
No, you said root beer.
I thought you were
root beer is my
agreeing
number
with me.
2.
Oh, okay. So
Root beer is my
Pepsi
number
root
2.
beer.
But I will say this with Coke. I always assort these soft drinks or pop.
No,
no. All my Chicago friends.
No, it's soft. It's soft drinks. You don't
Soft
say
drinks.
soda and you don't say pop, and it's not.
Okay.
It's just soft drinks.
Anyways, Coke, and it's probably just because they show it in the movie theaters all the time. Coke and popcorn, you can't beat it. It's a great classic.
I think the amount of soft drinks that I've drank
Yeah.
in my lifetime could melt a car battery.
We have cancer.
I think they're going to do a study on me one day, and they're going to be like, "Good God, did this guy drink lighter fluid?" And they're going to be like, "No, there's traces of like high volume sugar and carbonation. This guy was an avid drinker."
But
no one could stop me. They could not stop me. If I go to restaurants, I'm getting. If they're going to keep refilling it, I'm going to keep drinking it.
Yeah. But to my number 2 it's Barks. And I'm gonna say this: Barks is the best root beer. Okay, I'm not really big into home like house root beers, like these little restaurants making them, because you don't get refills. And
Frost
stuff.
Top is fantastic.
Frost Top's all right, but you gotta have it in the ice cream. You can't just drink it
I'm
plain.
not a root beer float.
A&W's all right. Mug sucks. Mug is just too fizzy.
Yeah,
it's too fizzy.
But here's what is shitty about Mug: it is somehow infested itself into these like
Taco Bell.
like go well yeah Taco Bell. It's like
Well, it's a Pepsi product.
Okay, I know, but it should be discontinued. But like whenever you do like the pizza combo,
yeah,
it's never Barks root beer anymore. At least at Papa John's, it's Mug, and it's just like, get that out of here.
I didn't know A&W was a restaurant. Did you know that?
It is?
It's a restaurant, or like maybe like a fast food. It's some.
Oh
chain.
yeah, actually
It's
yeah,
some
they have
chain.
hot dogs.
I never knew that
Yeah.
until I went to Chicago, and
Yeah.
my friend was like, because we were doing like what root beer is better, and he's like, hey, you like A&W? I was like, A&W's all right. He's like, so you like it at the place or the bottle and stuff? And I was like, there's a place? And he's like, yeah, it's like a restaurant. They make it and they distribute it. I was like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
A&W makes good root beer floats. I'll say that. That's a good one for that. Now, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is
Which I know.
it's no shocker to you. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper. Original Dr. Pepper. Just the classic.
I don't think I've ever had any other type of flavor of Dr. Pepper.
I know there are. I mean, there are, obviously.
Maybe diet.
That's not a flavor, though. That's just
Well,
what it is.
it's Dr. Pepper, and then you get the aftertaste. It just sucks away all the fun.
Right.
That's any diet drink, though.
Dr. Pepper is my kryptonite. And I'm going to bring up
Dude,
one example. And you know what this is, and you know what I'm getting to. I don't drink alcohol at all. Because I find no point in it. I'm just not interested.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
It's not your forte.
I'm not interested. It doesn't. I don't like. I don't even like. It doesn't taste good to me.
Yeah. Yet.
Also, yeah. No, never. You had a party, I'd say a year ago, that you invited me to. In parties, it's like I never went to parties because I always got social anxiety, and it's just like weird. And like, what am I going to do there? What do I do with my hands? You know. And I was like, yeah, I guess I'll go. And it wasn't even a party. It was like a house. It was like a house party, like gathering type thing.
Close friends and family.
But it's like I always feel left out because it's like everybody plays beer pong, and then they're like, "Oh, you can play. Just I'll just drink it for you."
I
feel like I'm not participating fully, and they look down.
It's cheating.
Yeah, they like look down upon me.
Yeah.
So I just generally stay away from that.
I'm not a big beer pong player.
But you were so considerate. Y'all got Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah, well, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, hey, I gotta get Cameron to drink. He doesn't drink alcohol. I
So-
know he loves Dr. Pepper. And then Mary was like, hey, how about we give him these mini Dr. Peppers?
Yeah, so y'all got me mini
So it looks like it goes through more.
So y'all got Dr. Pepper minis. And I don't know what a pack is.
It was like 15.
15?
I think it's like 15. Well, that's an odd number. I feel it might be
60?
12.
12? It's probably 12.
Yeah.
I went through 8, right?
Yeah, you basically
Probably.
you almost finished it.
Yeah.
You
So that's how much I like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Sadly you haven't seen this movie, but you were the Tom Hanks.
The founder?
No, you were the Forrest Gump of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a scene in it, and he's like, "I had me about 15 Dr. Peppers." And
Just like that?
Yeah, he said it like that. Yeah. And he has to go pee or whatever. Which I'll say this: Dr. Pepper makes me pee.
It does.
Like, out of all the soft drinks, I have to pee the most with Dr. Pepper. It also keeps me up the most. Like, if I drink it anywhere maybe past 8, I'm up all night. It works more than coffee to me.
Here's
up
the problem
with Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
And I'll just go with my number one is Dr. Pepper as well. It's the great neutral drink, I think. That's why I like it so much, because I can always have it in any situation type thing, and I can have it with pizza. I can also have it with popcorn, and it's not maybe as good as the other things together.
For you, it's all about how well it connects with eating.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect fit with everything.
It is, and it's on Pepsi machines.
All around. Yeah.
It's on Coke machines. It's the perfect neutral. And then I've heard places it's the barbecue sauce of soft drinks. I was like, kind of sounds gross, but like kind of is. It's got a little spice to it, you know.
It does.
The 23 flavors of deliciousness. You know?
Yeah,
it's great. Oh, gives you a little sting in
if
the
we
throat.
get a Dr.
That's what I like
Pepper
about
sponsorship
Pepsi. Pepsi gets you a little sting in the throat. Same with Bite.
You know what does?
Like
you know what? You know what literally rips a hole in the back of my throat? Sprite.
The older I get,
burns.
the least I like Sprite. Though.
It's lethal to my.
Sprite's not great to me.
It's not.
I prefer.
It's not
Ginger ale.
Yeah,
way over Sprite for me. You know what else sucks growing up?
7-Up.
7-Up is awful. I remember loving that.
But the worst, and this is the ultimate callback. The ham and cheese cracker Lunchable. That shit.
I thought you were
garbage,
going to drink.
Dude. No. Why was it wet?
I'll tell you this.
It was moist. It's got some. It was wet.
I'll tell you the only reason I like Lunchables.
The nachos. The nacho one was the best.
No, the candy you got in it.
I don't even remember.
You always got like a little thing of candy. I mean, it was like a little Skittle pack.
I think the nachos was by far. The nachos was the best.
And apparently
I cannot believe I ate that shit.
Skittles apparently gives you cancer now.
Do it.
So.
Really?
Yeah, they've sent out like an apology thing. They had like a whole thing in the UK of like the thing that they coated in could give you cancer, and they were like denying it.
Jesus.
But I saw a commercial the other day. It says Skittles, we're sorry. I still ate it. You know? You know how many Skittles I've eaten in my life?
Really? You're that?
I love Skittles.
Dude, you know, we're at an hour and 2 minutes. I could easily go to 3.
I know. This is a good comment. You know what's funny? We're not even playing video games this time.
I know, we're better.
We're just...
Yeah.
We're just sitting side to side.
Yeah.
An old conversation. My old favorite candy used to be like sour gummy worms. I get that at the movie theater.
Gummy worms,
those do make me sick.
Anything. Get out.
Like the trolley gummies?
Oh, the worst is the flavor ones. Where you get like the Coke ones? No.
Oh, yeah.
Not good.
I love bottle caps.
I've never had them.
Bottle caps are pretty good.
I've been thinking about it because Halloween's coming up. I've had a severe decrease in my craving for candy. It does not appease me.
I've become more of a chocolate person recently.
Yeah, but even with
I feel like that's when you slowly drift off of no more candy. Is once you move to just chocolate.
Well, I include that as candy.
Oh, it is, but I'm saying once you lose the sweetness, it gets to chocolate, then it gets to dark chocolate, and then
dark chocolate can go to hell.
I like dark chocolate. I used to hate it.
Ugh, dude, it's disgusting. But
it's all with age.
Oh, okay. So there's another.
You know what sucks? Was it freaking almond? Was the almond joys or whatever?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Those are awful. Trey freaking like snow caps. We will be going to a movie theater. All the choice of candy. This guy picks snow caps.
Here's what I'm.
Chocolate chips with sprinkles.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting Why are you buying overpriced candy at a movie theater for chocolate chips with sprinkles? Like, I'm gonna eat snow caps if I get them, but like,
no,
I'm not paying for that.
I wouldn't touch them.
I'm just. I wouldn't touch them.
It's like a live animal for vultures. They don't want that shit. But, I want to go back to the drink thing because there is like a blanket. All those are, they're good and good for me,
But just straight up water, man.
No. The one thing that overrides everything, and this is like, okay, yeah, the 3, 2, 1, we ranked them. But if we have if we have Dr. Pepper, and then right next to it, the only thing above that, for me, is chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
And you know this
it's
about
not
me.
a soft drink, but
no, I know. I'm not saying it's a soft drink. I'm just saying drink in general.
Carbonated chocolate. That'd be awful.
Yeah, that'd be gross. But I'm just saying a drink in general. Like, if we're talking about drinks in general, I will take Dr. Pepper over water because it tastes fucking better. Water is... I don't know what it is.
Too much chocolate milk, though. I mean...
Oh, dude, I mean...
But I like when you get, like, a little carton to yourself.
Oh, it feels
so cool.
Adorable, though. Like, the little, like...
Well, you feel fat, but you're like, dude, I'm picking out today. And it feels so great. When you have
it's
like
comfort.
It's
a good comfort food drink or whatever, but...
Dude, when I was in Chicago, one day, like, me and my roommate, it was just freaking freezing outside. And we just get chocolate milk and stuff, like, maybe a liter each. We get our own.
Yeah,
just
liter.
walking in the street, just drinking it out of the thing.
Yeah.
And it stays cold because it's so cold outside. Greatest feeling ever. Now, I did drink a lot, and I was like, I might throw up on the streets. But...
Oh, another one that also causes diabetes. And it's another one that I might override a Dr. Pepper. I don't know. I think it would be above Dr. Pepper, under the chocolate milk, is white grape juice. I don't know what it is.
You lost me on that.
I don't know what it is about it. White grape juice does it for me.
It's basically wine.
No, but it's just so good. I don't know how to describe it.
I'm not.
There's really no description for it. It's just
no, I'm not a big fan of these
delightful.
These cotton candy grapes.
You're not. Those are good.
It's either I'm like, it's all right, or it's like, God, I don't like this thing. It's just trippy. I'm not ready for it.
It is. It's like a trick.
I'm not ready for it. It throws me off. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Yeah.
You think, do you think I curse too much? I think it's funny.
I think it's funny.
You think?
I think me not doing it in this podcast has made it look like you just...
Do you think specific
What's funny?
listeners are going to be like, I don't know.
I don't know. Welcome to the real world.
Yeah.
Okay, you go to a LSU football game, you'll hear a lot worse than that. That's what I always tell my mom.
Say about the mom, though.
I always think about that with my mom. She's like, I hate this word. Like, it's like 2 F words in the movie. Like, yeah. Okay, not maybe the best.
A lot of it is habitual.
But like she hears it. She's drawn out. She's drawn out the whole movie and like for me, I'll be like, hey, y'all should watch this movie, not thinking about that because that's not what I focus on. I focus on the story. That's just a word. You're giving the word too much power.
A lot of it is habitual, where it just like comes out.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is premeditated. I will say that.
Yeah. I'll say after heart surgery, I've been a lot more loose with it. Like, this is the longest conversation.
It's cathartic, man. I'm just saying. It's like sometimes you get angry. You freaking like scrape.
That was the best thing
I jammed my toe so bad playing pickleball today.
Dude, the pinky toe jam?
No, big toe.
Okay. Pinky toe jam's the worst.
Probably could have broken it, but...
I used to annihilate my pinky toe. like from just freaking different things. Sucks.
I don't know. Maybe I'll get some feedback, and
yeah,
if there's complaints.
if we have enough feedback.
We
One
have
person. It's me, I write in.
Yeah. Hey, man.
I love the show.
Love
I love the show. Keep it up.
Keep going. Trying to get some guests on.
Yeah, I'll just create a whole bunch of fake accounts. Follow us. Make us big.
Yeah, I don't know. But
how do you feel about bagel bites? I don't know why I just thought about that.
they were good. I think pizza rolls were better.
I'm not sure about that. Bagel bites are better.
Well, let me tell you this. This is going to switch up. Well, 2 things.
Yeah. It's always 2 things with you, huh?
It is 2 things.
It's
Well,
always
actually,
2 things.
The
Like, I
first
think
thing-
this whole conversation.
first
You're like, let me tell you something. 2 things.
The first thing was, I think my cadence when I talk, my speaking cadence, there's no rhyme or reason to it at all. Sometimes I speak in full sentences, and then sometimes there's there's like pauses,
Oh, you
where I
love
let
your
my
pause.
brain catch up, and a lot of people think I interrupt them. Sometimes I'm like, I have the bandwidth in my brain is so like it's like I'm speaking, but then I gotta let my thought catch up, and then I'm like done, and then they start talking, and then I finish my sentence, and they see it as interrupting. Technically, by definition, it is interrupting, but I'm noticing it's rubbing off on specific people,
Such as?
the girlfriend, and I'm not.
The old ball and chain.
I'm not intentionally doing it. It just happens.
I think you...
But
There's the example right there. So, for me...
Yeah.
I always felt like you did it as a comedy.
Well,
like, I always felt like... There you go.
Dude, I can't stop myself.
Dude,
Here, let me cut you off.
You love to do that.
Because sometimes it happens like what you just did. Someone attacked me and my person, and then I have to defend myself, so I have to interject.
Just shake your head when you're done, so I know.
That's what I started doing. I am finished speaking.
Period. Exclamation point.
Go on. But it is about the it is about the comedy thing, because I do with you, because you know me and you know how I behave and how
it's a comedic
how I get my comedic. People probably aren't even laughing, but at least like it's funny whenever I do it to you, or like other people. But like like I'm messing around when you're probably saying something important, and I go, "Let me stop you there. That's enough. I have something more important to say," and then it's bullshit.
Another one you do a lot. Get this.
Yeah.
Pause for 2 minutes maybe, and then so.
Yeah.
And you always like...
What's that interrupting
you grab like a big breath of air. Get this. I was walking down the street the other day, and
a suspense.
like that's you.
I love the suspense.
I know.
Because the attention's on me.
It's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's so funny.
But anyway, but like I've noticed, it's like a lot of it's like the cursing, it just comes out.
I will say this.
It's not an issue. It's not an issue, but I would like to get better at it. But at the same time, I don't, because it's so funny.
I think that's a big reason I find you funny. And I will say this: you're probably one of the funniest people I know. Like,
well, I have to be. Like
a lot of
five
things,
people.
like even the jokes you make sometimes suck and they're stupid, but it's like the way you say them just makes it a little funny. And it's like
delivery has to be. Delivery has to be there.
A lot of you is just delivery. Like your stories are just normal or something. But sometimes you do go in depth to where it's like, why are you thinking like a Larry David type of analyzing?
Well, I think it's fun. Like there's different types of comedy. The person, and we're gonna go see him live, is Bill Burr.
Oh,
his comedy, like, yeah, it's fun, but like a lot of it is just his opinion that he's just ranting. He's just giving his like honest opinion of what he thinks, and it just sounds like he's not like writing anything. He's just talking honestly about what bothers him. So that's how I feel like my comedy is. It's just like, it's like not a written joke, and there's no like a punchline, but it's like a frustration, anger type of thing that is like really fun to listen to.
I enjoy that. That's what I was kind of going back to what I was saying. Like I love like when I rant because I don't really do it too often. When I do, I find it's hilarious. And, you know, I wish I could just do it as you do it so much. You can't get through a conversation with you without ranting, unless maybe I'm a parent.
It's
that's a full circle there.
There's no middle ground. It's either I don't care about something or I care about it so much I'm gonna like give a 10-minute rant about it on why it sucks or why it's good.
You love to put so much weight on things that don't matter too.
Right.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think
that's just your family. I feel like
I think about 95% of what I say is complete nothing. Like doesn't matter, and then 5% is really freaking insightful, like really good, like
philosophy,
really good.
Then the next big philosopher.
No, but like the other 95% is just fluff and just like joking around,
smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. But the second thing was, and it's really nothing, but I'm in a league, a basketball league, and they called a technical foul on one of our players for dunking. and it's at like an official gym, and it's got like a nice rim and everything. It's just
You
like
can't dunk?
no, we're not allowed
Or is
to
it
dunk.
like hanging dunk?
Dunk.
Okay.
Period. End of story. So.
Yeah.
You got anything else? I want to keep talking. I can keep talking.
I just needed water.
No, dude, just get some Dr. Pepper. It's right there.
It's empty.
Fuck, go down there and get it.
I can't drink 2 Dr. Peppers back to back.
Give me one, please.
I probably will. It was gonna be my nice treat to you.
It's a treat.
Who's a good boy?
All right, don't say that now. Jeez,
It
we're
goes
gonna
full
get the wrong
circle.
idea.
You said you're a good boy. God, that
Jeez,
sounds so
that was
weird.
like-
That sounds so weird, dude.
I wish you didn't.
I guess
say
I'm
that.
a good boy. I don't know why I didn't make fun of you that hard. Like in the beginning when you said I'm a good boy. Jeez. Oh.
I think this one was a lot better than the first one.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
I
definitely
think
gonna
the
promote
mom
this
is
one.
really gonna love this. Like,
I hope. I hope people in general like it. No, maybe the length of it. But like, I don't know. I think it's I think it's an easy listen.
I mean, Joe Rogan. You know, we're comparing ourselves to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
His is like 4 hours.
And we have hair.
That's
Still.
for now.
For now.
Good God, I hope I keep
Dude,
mine.
we're gonna change the name to Two Baldies.
No, don't put that shit on me. I'm keeping my hair, no matter.
Gonna
Don't
put X
put
on
that
you.
shit on me. Don't put that on me, man. I've only got so much I can work with.
I do need to share a personal story with you after this.
This is personal. You can share it with the
I
listeners.
don't want to share it.
Oh, man.
Just because it involves somebody else, I don't want to.
Here's a question. And after your heart surgery, you mentioned this. I kind of like the shaved arms and legs thing.
I don't like it.
From the outside looking in, it's like what's with this guy? But in terms of like definition,
I ain't got none, so.
I know. But if you shave your legs, you might be able to see something.
Dude, I look like a baby.
My face, I can't grow facial hair, but for some reason, like my leg hair is enormous. Like I have,
Dude, you got some leg hair.
Dude, I got some leg hair.
It's just like strawberry blonde, kind of like your hair. So it's just
Yeah,
you can't really see it.
You can't
But
really
up
see
close,
it.
you're like, dang, you got some leg hair.
Yeah, but I've shaved my legs.
I got my
once.
mom's arms, so I don't really have that much hair.
Yeah, but a natural thing that like looks good for me are my calves.
Yeah, but the way you shave your leg was weird. Like you
Yeah, I gotta-
you stop at the knee, and
Yeah.
so it's just goofy.
Well,
looking.
here's the deal. Like I'm not gonna. It was an impulse decision, and I'm like, I'm gonna shave my legs, and then I just got like an electric razor and just like went. Oh, I missed plenty of spots. I just like went up and down my leg. I don't shave my legs.
I shaved my chest once in Chicago because I was like, let's just do it. Looked in the mirror. I was like, I looked like Baby Brent from
Cloudy with a Chance of
Cloudy
Meatballs.
with a Chance. I was like, I immediately just laughed at myself.
I think
I saw myself in the mirror. I just laughed. I was like, never again.
I
think it's prickly. I
enjoy.
rubs against the shirt.
So here's what I like most about my ability to like my struggles with growing body hair, facial hair is.
Yeah.
I'm glad I can't grow chest hair, because aesthetically, that shit wrecks everything. If you're like trying to get fit and you have chest hair, and it's like you got to shave it every 2 days.
It's David Hasselhoff, bro.
Dude, no, he's not even in that good of shape.
You ain't got me on titties. Tell you that much.
No, but I'm just saying. First off, that's a
big
really
boss,
retro
man.
reference.
People know David Hasselhoff.
They know him from Click.
They know him from SpongeBob, and that's how
They know him from Click with Adam Sandler. That's
SpongeBob movie, man.
I'm not a big fan of chest hair. Like, and this is probably getting weird for you.
Yeah, I don't like chest hair on my men either.
All right. That's not what I meant. But
no, I only grow it on one side. And,
all right, I don't want to talk about
really,
this.
and now, wait, now that I got the scar, it really just shows that it's all on one side. It really just divides it.
We should talk about that, because I have scars. I've got a scar on my face. I've got a scar like on my head.
I've got
where
internal scars on my
right.
heart.
All right, yeah. Back to this
So
friend zones.
broken.
That's another callback. You had heart surgery.
Yeah.
You could have died.
Yeah, they said I was a day away.
You were a day away from dying.
Yep.
I've only seen the scar, like, you know, I guess you'd only see it if you were swimming.
Yeah.
I would be more open. I would
immediately bought V-necks. That's what I did.
I would,
but now I gained some weight back. I'm like,
yeah, you might want to lose some weight, and then
I do need to lose some weight.
Yeah, the Dr. Pepper's not helping, but
it is not at all. Or the Gushers I had before this.
Gushers
are so
awesome.
good.
But I would say if I had a scar, like a nice.
It was a straight line.
Straight. Yeah, but it's like what the hell happened? Like
a shark got me.
No, that would be more.
Doctors say they've never seen anything like it.
The shark bite was surgical. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Straight line. Surgical accuracy.
Massive paper cut.
Yeah.
To the chest.
Dude. But like that is a cool thing. Like it makes you look tougher. It's like, whoa, this guy's been through some shit. Like
I've never asked you this. How'd you feel the first time you saw it?
I thought it was cool.
But like it wasn't like, oh my gosh, he actually went through that type thing. Like how was your because I've never really got people
like the actual like
seeing me with it. Like first, I remember my first thing was like,
no,
this is off. Like
no,
this is gonna be look ugly. And it was just very big.
No, you should take that as pride.
It healed a lot better, but like at first it's just like
think about like the Vikings. Like they all have like these jagged ass scars. It's like what made them like badasses.
I don't have
it's
Viking
like they got
descent,
like nice.
Though. I'm not like you.
Yeah, but
I'm Italian.
Yeah. But no, that's a cool thing, I think. But what did it for me, where I was like, oh my gosh, this guy had heart surgery. It's not about the physical appearance.
The text.
It's the fact that you said, if I was in a day later, I would have died. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that is awful.
Maybe we should talk more.
And then everyone was like downplaying your symptoms. You're like, hey, I'm coughing up blood or whatever. And then like a whole year went by. A week before, we played full court basketball.
I was throwing baseball too. I was doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Then I didn't sleep for like 3 days, coughing blood.
Yeah, that's what I thought about. That's what really set in for me. It's like, a couple hours later, I would have, you wouldn't have.
I will say, the nice thing about it was I got to see who was like really my friends,
who's down,
and like some people that I would have never expected to like.
Who's in your corner
to tell me like, oh, hey, I hope you're feeling good. Like I heard about this.
Yeah,
and that was a cool feeling, like to have that, like people that you thought didn't like you or something. Or...
The only surgery I've had, and this is going to be close to what you had. It was the wisdom teeth.
Oh my! Because you had that when I had heart surgery.
Yeah, I mean we suffered.
Yeah, we suffered.
The doctor said if I came in a day later, they would have had to come at a whole different angle. They would have had to take the teeth out way differently.
Cool thing about me, I'll never have to get them out.
Yeah.
I bleed too much.
Fuck. What if they come in and it like hurts?
I think they're already in. I don't know. I don't think my grandpa had them. I don't think they grew for him. So. Yeah.
All right. Or do you still have more stuff? Dude, I
don't want to run out of material though.
Yeah, but no, well, it's not going to be like, I mean...
I don't want it to be too long though.
All right.
That's where I'm at.
All right.
Well,
Bye.
Thanks for listening. I'm very happy that this is a better one. I feel, in my opinion, I thought this one went a lot better.
Just like and subscribe, I guess.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, but...
Or a random person.
Unless they have a Letterman jacket, and just don't do it. I don't want that type of audience.
Okay.